I am not a liar. I have killed thousands. I have fed more drug fiends than the top 3 pharmaceutical companies combined. I have stolen children from parents, wives from husbands, wiped out entire generations. But lying, that I have never done. The rest are offenses against humanity. Lying is an offense against yourself. I am the head of the Santa Blanca organization, which you call a cartel. I had a dream. I dreamed of a land where we could grow our own coca, produce our own cocaine, where we could run our business free from interference from the police, the government. The Yankees. In my dream, a woman's voice asked me,
Sueño, mijo, what if you had your own country?
Like Moses, I led my people to the promised land, Bolivia. We came here. We bought the coca fields. What we couldn't buy, we took. We bought the police, the military, politicians. We were on the verge of becoming the government itself, on the razor's edge from fulfilling my dream. Of creating a narco-state. The nation of Santa Blanca.
This is Operation Kingslayer. Listen up. Our field of operation is Bolivia. Dense jungles, freezing mountains, and salt flats. If you don't watch your back, you won't leave it alive. Your target is the Santa Blanca drug cartel. Their network relies on fear, violence, and intimidation. You'll need to destroy them from the inside, destabilize each aspect of their operations. Production, smuggling, influence, and security, to bring them to their knees. You have full autonomy. You pick your targets. You decide how to take them out. Just get it done. Gather your intel. Learn who the players are. Learn their methods. Then destroy them. To make this op a real party, the local military force, Unidad, are on the cartel's payroll. They've been fighting it out with a low-rent rebel group called the Qataris 26. You want to survive? These underfunded and under-equipped rebels are your new best friends. You gotta think. You gotta be strategic. No one will come when you call for help. Use what you can to get the job done. You have your arsenal and every vehicle you can find at your disposal. And don't be afraid to throw out the playbook. Each of you is an elite warfighter, but together, you have the strength to take down an army. And remember, ghosts, credit is failure. You will burn the Santa Blanca drug cartel to the ground, but no one will know who was holding the match. Last week, a crude explosive detonated outside the U.S. Embassy in La Paz, Bolivia. 2 Marine Embassy guards were injured in the blast. 2 days later, a CIA asset in central Bolivia provided us with these images. Our analysts have identified the individual in the photo as DEA Special Agent Ricardo Ricky Sandoval, my friend. Sandoval had spent the last 6 years investigating the local cocaine industry. Our understanding is that Sandoval was the intended target of the bombing. What the embassy bomb did not accomplish was completed up close and personal. Sandoval was captured, tortured, and killed. Then his body was dumped. We have yet to recover it. Our target, the group responsible for the embassy bombing and the death of Special Agent Sandoval, is the drug trafficking organization commonly known as the Santa Blanca Cartel. Yesterday, they were just narcos. Today, they're narco-terrorists. Initially, the Bolivian government resisted the Mexican cartel. They formed UNIDAD, a Bolivian special forces unit. It didn't go as planned. Thousands of bodies later, politicians, police officers, and journalists have become an endangered species. The Bolivian government has imploded on itself. With no other options, the new president made a deal with Santa Blanca. You stop killing our people, we'll look the other way. Since then, Santa Blanca has turned Bolivia into the nexus of the South American drug trade. With their friends in Mexico, they also have a clear pipeline to the U.S. and Canada. The only way to stop Santa Blanca for good is to completely dismantle them, piece by piece.
This thumb drive's got video evidence that the cartel is smuggling children. We broadcast this shit while the Cardinal's giving a speech.
Shit. They'll go from following him to calling for his blood.
And he'll either leave with us or stay and get strung up. I'm not sure Bowman understands who we are, asking us to use an innocent woman as leverage.
She's one of these handlers who thinks we just do the wet work.
To be clear, we are not harming this woman unless she tries to kill one of us.
Roger that.
No tengo ni un boliviano, pues.
Drone is airborne.
¿Qué fue eso, pues? Ya me picó el mosquito. ¿Qué fue eso, pues? Ya me picó el mosquito. ¡Viva la revolución! ¡Salud, camaradas! ¡Viva la rebelión!
I called Pacatory for some reinforcements.
Copy. A fire team has been sent to your 20.
Rally up, people.
Moving.
Cómo me gustaba estar arreglando los cacharros. ¿Cómo quiero ver a mi mamá? Ya, pues. Esta noche me toque cama, carajo. ¿Qué fue eso, pues? Ya me picó el mosquito. Zumba ya. ¿No cambias el cacharro?
Keep an eye out. The General's daughter should be around.
Keep the guns down, guys. We don't want to scare them all off.
Cómo me gustaba estar arreglando los cacharros. No tengo ni un boliviano, pues. Cómo me gustaba estar arreglando los cacharros.
Hold your position.
Copy.
Mano anda pedo. Mamá.
Rally on me.
Copy.
Stay there.
I copy.
¿Qué fue? Se fue. Ya me picó el mosquito. Cómo me gustaba estar arreglando los cacharros.
Heads up. Hostiles in the area. We're good.
¿Qué fue? Se fue. Ya me picó el mosquito.
It's a Santa Blanca commendation. Those Sicarios will be missing this.
pedo? Qué mamás.
Rally up, people.
Roger that.
Cómo me gustaba estar arreglando los cacharros. ¿Cómo cambias el cacharro?
¿Qué tal? ¿Todo bien?
No tengo ni un boliviano, pues.
I think our guns are spooking him.
There she is. Keep in mind, she's our only lead. We need her.
And if she don't want to help?
Like I said, she's our only lead.
Cómo me gustaba estar arreglando los cacharros.
Erendira, buen día. We're looking for General Barrow.
Lo siento. Mire, I cannot help you.
You can and you will. We know the General is your father. We only want to meet him.
¿Qué? Why should I believe you?
Because you don't have a choice. You think the cartel sicarios are bad? We are the people they have nightmares about.
Papa? Some gringos have found me. Americanos. I am not hurt. They say they only want to meet. No, I do not trust them. He says you are malos, peligrosos, but he has given me a location.
¿Qué fue eso, pues? Ya me
Saddle up. We need General Barrow alive, but I don't expect him to be friendly. Want to get to that RV first. I asked the rebels to send over a vehicle for us.
This vehicle is perfect for you, no?
Rally on me.
Copy that.
Sorry about this, brother, but I gotta have the car. Out. Let's go. Weapons free, weapons free.
You rattled somebody's cage. Fire.
Nada que reportar por el momento. Continuamos con la búsqueda de los enemigos.
This is the RP. Keep your eyes open. I don't trust the big man.
El enemigo ha retrocedido. Todas las unidades regresen a su patrullaje normal.
We're clear. Rally up, people.
Moving.
The drone is up.
We got a chopper coming in.
Rally on me.
Roger, moving.
Hold your position.
Roger that. We got civilians danger close. Check your targets before you shoot.
It's the general.
You Yankees are proud bastards.
Ambush! General fucked us over. Get him!
We popped
Fire.
the hornet's nest. I have a shot. Engaging. Hit the dirt! Helicopter! Down. Get down. Chopper! Chopper, hit the dirt! Down. Find some cover fast. Down. Get down. Chopper. Man down. Just hold on to your shit. Man down. Chopper, hit the dirt.
A todas las unidades. No pierdan de vista al enemigo. Los refuerzos ya van en su ayuda.
Down. Get down. Chopper. Chopper, hit the dirt. Hang on, I'm coming. Son of a bitch. Copter, get down. He's dead. The captain's running. No hostiles evident. Down. Get down. Chopper. Man down. Yo, man down. Shot down the chopper. Down. Down. Get him. Got a fucking man down.
This thumb drive's got video evidence that the cartel is smuggling children. We broadcast this shit while the Cardinal's giving the speech.
Shit. They'll go from following him to calling for his blood.
He'll either leave with us or stay and get strung up. the rebels for some indirect fire.
Copy that. Fire for effect. Viva Bolivia.
We've got enemy activity nearby. If they didn't know something was up before, they sure as hell do now.
Copy. We got a fire team moving into position.
Ambush! General fucked us over. Get him! This thumb drive's got video evidence that the cartel is smuggling children. We broadcast this shit while the Cardinal's giving a speech.
Shit. They'll go from following him to calling for his blood.
And he'll either leave with us or stay and get strung up. Put a call to the rebels for some reinforcements. I called the rebels for a diversion. Rally up, people.
Roger that. We got hostiles in the area. I got one Unidad soldier. There, by the truck.
Ambush! General fucked us over. Get him!
They're on alert.
This thumb drive's got video evidence that the cartel is smuggling children. We broadcast this shit while the Cardinal's giving a speech.
Shit. They'll go from following him to calling for his blood.
And he'll either leave with us or stay and get strung up. I called Pakatori for some reinforcements. I called for rebels to draw their attention. Rally on me.
I copy. Moving. We got company. Stay sharp. Yo, eyes on a grunt. Around the truck.
Ambush! General fucked us over. Get him! Quédate quieto.
Our good general knows when to surrender.
Didn't have to go down this way.
Of course it did, cabron. You threatened my daughter. My only regret is that I did not bring more soldiers.
Sir, we've come to you because we need your help.
This is not how one asks for help in Bolivia.
This isn't the normal kind of help we're asking. We're working with the rebels. We want to take down the Santa Blanca cartel. You can't be happy with how they're treating your country.
Do they treat it any worse than the Americans?
Sir, your daughter's...
Vale, pendejos.
Hit the dirt! Opening fire.
Vale, pendejos. Our good general knows when to surrender.
Didn't have to go down this way.
Of course it did, cabron. You threatened my daughter. My only regret is that I did... She's nothing like me. She's kind where I am coarse. She thinks with her heart. I could never understand that.
I'm not sure we're supposed to understand our children. We just hope they learn from our mistakes.
She's ashamed of me, no? Ashamed of me and my mistakes. She could have hidden from my enemies in England and España. Instead, she stays in Bolivia, teaching in a poor school in a dangerous area. She's trying to serve my penance for me.
You're no angel, sir. But I think your daughter's the kind of girl who does what she wants for her own reasons.
Why else would she do such a thing? She could have lived a life of comfort.
Approaching extraction point. Keep your eyes open.
I was in La Paz trying to speak to the president when you had my daughter call me. I have known for some time that our relationship with Santa Blanca is untenable, but I could not convince the bureaucrats there of our situation.
They wouldn't let you speak with the president.
No. And I fear that I revealed my intentions to men and women who are already in the pocket of Sueño. But today, corruption is the Bolivian way of life.
I've been trading too many shots with Unidad to feel any sympathy, sir.
I had wanted order when I made peace with Santa Blanca. But it is an order fueled by corruption and violence against our citizens. That is my responsibility, and I will help make it right.
It's an uphill battle. But if you don't want any more violence for Bolivia, for your daughter, we have to shut this down proper.
I may have a few loyal officers who are willing to see things my way. Also, I have a friend, a colonel in the regular army. He may be able to help. But all of this is going to take time.
Then let's start now.
El Mudo was outmanned and outgunned, and he knew it. What do you do when you don't have an army and you need one? You buy one. Every officer, like every prostitute, has a price.
Quiebran al sueño.
It was the right move. I would have done the same thing. But El Mudo forgot. Fear is always worth more than money. El Mudo was outmanned and outgunned, and he knew it. What do you do when you don't?
The Santa Blanca Security Forces. Run by El Muro, childhood friend and personal bodyguard to El Sueño. El Muro means the wall, as in no one gets over it, no one gets under it, no one gets around it. SBC Security Forces recruit hard and train harder. Instructors from Israel, South Africa, Russia, and unfortunately, even the good old US of A. Polygraphs, first of every month. Pass, you pick up your paycheck. Fail? Yeah, don't fail. Even so, El Muro has a polygraph system of his own. These sicarios, aka gunmen, get intense training in marksmanship, surveillance, driving. 2/3 wash out to become halcones. The guys who make it get assigned to various regions as enforcers, guards for labs and shipments, hitmen. Some become drivers, surveillance specialists, spies, and torturers. Just below El Muro is Santa Blanca's head sicario, La Plaga, the Plague. You may ask, how does a show-off party boy rise to be the second in command of Santa Blanca security? Answer, sperm. La Plaga is El Muro's little brother. But don't kid yourselves. He's the nastiest motherfucker on the internet, and yes, I have been on 4chan. Don't worry, you'll see what I'm talking about.
Our security infrastructure was being attacked. It made me question if La Plaga, our head sicario, was up to the task, or if he was too distracted with social media antics. Are you too busy chasing pussy on the internet to do your fucking job? Or is fucking your job?
No, Jefe.
He's my brother, Sueño. I will keep him in line.
La Plaga got the message. Too well. He doubled down.
Whoever's behind this, know that we will find you. Know that for every one of us you kill, we will kill 10 civilians at random. There is no such thing as innocent to me.
The little pendejo had no idea how much damage he had just caused. La Plaga's response to the attacks proved he did not understand that the most basic function of a drug trafficking organization is to make money.
What does your father do?
He's a halcón.
A lookout?
Sí.
He hasn't been doing his job, has he?
I don't know.
Killing innocent people does not help you. Just the opposite. It alienates the people you need most. It sends them into the arms of your enemies. Who is really your brother? Tu carnal? The man you grew up with? Fought with? Bled with? Grew rich with? Or some guy whose mother got fucked by your father? La Plaga has gone too far. You know what you must do. I thought it was only fair to let El Muro take care of his little brother. He would do it quickly, mercifully. Nothing like what I saw in the videos. I am not my brother's keeper. That's the Bible. That's God.
Run.
El Muro chose to go against the word of God. El Muro was going to try to kill me, just as I was going to kill him. Black is for vengeance. White is for safety. Gold is for success. Ahora, I ask you, how can any saint grant contradictory prayers from two different men? It has been my experience that gods always side with the man who has the most money, the most men, and the most power. I had lost the one man I could always trust, mi hermano. How many men would be more loyal to him than to me? How much power would he take? Would that be enough for him to take me out? I would always have an advantage, though. I grew up with the man. I knew how his mind worked. I knew his next move before he did. I just had to be patient. Francisco Ricardo Munguia. El Muro. The wall. The wall between me and my enemies. The wall between me and death. We were born hours apart in the same village. As boys, we were as poor as the rats that scrambled across our dirt floor. Our huts in the shadows of the hilltop mansions, where the narco bosses lived like conquerors. El Muro took a different path. He joined the army. Special forces. He rose through the ranks, helped to protect the local narcos, was paid in cocaine and money along with promotions. When we met again, Francisco, hermano. Why are you still in the army? You and me together, we could rule. We will protect each other, as we did when we were boys. We will share, like brothers.
One of our agents within Unidad has been exposed. A cartel operative is set to meet with his Unidad contact to give up the agent's identity. We can't let that happen. Follow the Unidad officer to his meet and eliminate the operative.
Karen, I went on a pickup to Barvechos and finally met the notorious Nidia Flores. Jesus Christ, she is as sexy a woman as ever walked God's earth. She reminded me of my brother's old girlfriend, Marisol, who was like, when I was 16, she was, oh man, she was even hotter than any girl I could think up in my teenage hormonal brain.
Thanks to Ramon Felice's secret files, we now have enough dirt to ruin El Cardinal's reputation for good. Let's bring this monster down.
Nomad. Things are moving fast on Santa Blanca's side of the board. El Muro and El Sueño are at war.
It's because Sueño told Muro to kill his own brother?
After that, Muro paid Unidad to hit Sueño.
Guess that didn't go so well.
Not so much.
So now we let these assholes wipe each other out?
I wish. Unfortunately, Muro is one of our only shots at Sueño. They've been best friends since childhood. We need to know everything he knows.
Got it. So we grab El Muro before Unidad slips him out of Bolivia, or Sueño kills him.
El Muro's turned on El Sueño, and now the cartel wants him dead. Get to him and bring him in before he disappears. One of our agents within Unidad has been exposed. A cartel operative is set to meet with his Unidad contact to give up the agent's identity. We can't let that happen. Follow the Unidad officer to his meet and eliminate the operative. Major General Barro is a patriot. He runs Unidad, the Bolivian military police force from main operating base Jaguar in Flor de Oro. When Santa Blanca first arrived in Bolivia, they went to war with Unidad. Innocent civilians got caught in the crossfire. The death toll was tremendous. Barro had seen a lot of death in his life and was desperate to bring peace back to his country. So he brokered a backroom deal between El Sueño and the Bolivian government. Unidad agreed to look the other way and let Santa Blanca run their business. In exchange, the cartel promised to keep their killings to a minimum. Obviously, the results have been a mixed bag. The relationship between Santa Blanca and Unidad is tense. Now that Bolivia has become a full-fledged narco state, I believe that he is starting to regret his decision. Major General Barro is either one of our most dangerous enemies or our greatest ally. There's only one way to find out which.
S2 would further advise implementation of additional observation posts to support base security. Regarding road security, Base Jaguar is overly dependent on outside supplies, and security on rail lines into Jaguar is insufficient to ensure the integrity of base operations. Air operations should be implemented on a regular basis to guarantee resupply. Security in Flor de Oro is too centralized around Base Jaguar, and company-sized cluster bases should be implemented immediately. Lastly, air supply should be used due to the vulnerability of the rail lines.